Hi, my name is Garrett. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are talking about Audrey Nuna. She is a Korean American artist who is coming by way of New Jersey. She went to NYU for a little bit. Seems like she's taken some time off to really put some focus on this career. Why it is interesting is because Rock Nation has been super keen of her in her music since the age of 16 by way of one of their producers. This is information that I am just spewing out is coming by way of an interview she did with Hyperbay. So if you would like to go check out that interview, I will put the link in the description down below. And what makes Audrey Nuna so interesting? You're looking at someone who is able to make both poppy, melodic, beautiful sounding music, but could also rap her ass off in a couple different instances. And as of late, with this new track called Damn Right, we are seeing the perfect blend, I think, of those two things. And it's just got to be talked about, and everybody needs to stop sleeping on Miss Audrey Nuna. I came into notice of her by way of a song that she did with Jack Harlow, no stranger on this channel. Jack Harlow, big fan of that guy. So obviously I'm gonna go find certain collaborations that he does just by way of the recommendations or the YouTube algorithm, and that's exactly how I found this song. Comic Sans is the name of it. Let's check this one out. But before we do, actually, I do want to point out, you can follow her at Audrey Nuna. Go look that up. Her Spotify listeners, 225,000 monthly listeners. Definitely can get that way higher just based on, I honestly think she's going to be a fucking star. It's just going to take some time to build up that catalog. But everything that she's doing on all these different videos is nothing but worth being talked about, as well as just kind of screaming from the rooftops, hey guys, let's all get on board here. You can see her quick, almost kind of, I wouldn't say simplistic rhyme scheme, but she's kind of staying in the same pocket, kind of not switching up the flow too much, but she's really demonstrating how well she can operate in that given pocket. And this song, once you hear what she can do on here and then you hear what Jack comes in and does, I think the collaboration between these two definitely sets her up for someone like me to be like, well, I'm interested, let's see what you can offer. And there's many examples going through, not the biggest catalog in the world, but there are songs where you can go through, and we're going to look at 3 of them today. But this was the very introduction that I got where I was like, okay, time to shut the fuck up and pay attention, and I'm glad that I did so far. As mentioned in that same Hyperbay article, she did say that she got this feature from Jack Harlow by just sending out a cold email. This is obviously before all the commercial success that Jack's been getting recently. But what I do think is kind of cool is if you are an upcoming artist and you see someone that you do, want to get on a song, it doesn't hurt to just send the product with an open verse and saying, hey, are you interested in this? And he said that he liked this song and he did it. Whether or not that's completely 100% true exactly as it went, if it is, that's fucking cool, and you should always shoot your shot if you have the chance. But obviously, sliding into Jack Harlow's DMs now that he's in the top 10 on Billboard, it's probably not going to have the same effect, but it's cool that she was able to call that out. I always equate those type of situations to how Chance the Rapper was on a Hoodie Allen fucking tape before, right before Acid Rap came out, and then once Acid Rap came out, there was no prayer of a chance that Hoodie Allen would ever get Chance the Rapper on that shit. So it was always interested when you see those people who just get into there right before everybody else is on it. And it does pay off. It brings a lot more eyes, and it brings me, someone who's normally a fan of Jack Harlow, you find Audrey Nuna, and here you are, you're a big fan, and here I am screaming it to you, don't sleep on Audrey Nuna. Honestly, her second verses on almost all the tracks that I've heard from her are always better than her verse, but this was the verse where I was like, all right, I'm in. Let's go. Let's see what the fuck is up. That was Comic Sans. Comic Sans is honestly one of the best introductive tracks that I've gotten from an artist in 2020. I think that going forward, once all this shit ends, she's definitely going to be on those those big festival bills. She may just be, early on in the day, but as far as networking goes, I think she's going to be someone who can actually do that, because all the interviews you see or anything where she's talking and just having a conversation with people, she seems like the nicest fucking person. And that can always be played up for the camera. Do not know this person, don't trust anyone on the internet, but for what it's worth, she seems like someone who could be very easy to work with, who also is very talented, not only with hooks, melodies, singing, but as you just saw in Comic Sans, she can rap her fucking ass off and make these really tight pocketed verses that I don't know. They're super infectious, and she has a couple examples of those.